Howdy folks, Justin here. Today we're hopping on a ladder with a pretty spicy mid-range Tribunal Temple beatdown deck that Angela Solace put together. I have not actually ever played Tribunal beatdown before, so I was excited to get a list to give it a go. It's just something that I wanted to try out, so when the opportunity presented itself, I had to jump at it. We're playing against Jeff C., who is on Telvanni. I actually have not played Legends in a few days. I've been super busy with school and so on and so forth. Well met.
Luck to your house.
So I'm ready to get back into the thick of things with a beatdown deck. A little scouts report. So this could be combo Nixox. This could be conscription. Either one. Lead the spell sword. Now we don't actually have a lot of ways to. We don't have any scouting patrols, for instance, to trigger our pit lines. So, am I convinced that I need to land that next turn? I guess not really. Next turn, I could Harpy in the Shadow Lane and Phalanx. I'm sorry, Dragontail Savior. But I'm also setting up for Phalanx Exemplar, so sure. I guess this would set me up for pit lane. I have a Wardcraft now. Interesting. Negation's pretty good here too. Just go ahead and do that. We do have a pretty nice board. I kind of feel like Phalanx Exemplaring in the Shadow Lane to potentially set up a follow-up of Pit Line.
I didn't come here alone.
Slime Marsh Blade. And another Slime Marsh Blade. Alright, so I'm going to Phalanx Exemplar here and go face.
We'll never give ground.
See if we trigger any magical things. We do not. But it's turn 5, and they're not necessarily going to get a lot of value out of swinging both of these guys in. They could Ice Storm and negate our Haunting Spirit, which would leave us with an unplayable hand, so I guess that's something I should have thought of too. Oh man. But this is Curve Out Beatdown, and it is, I think, a pretty solid version. This is actually an archetype that I don't usually do great against.
Count on our
Sun and Shadow. For an Ice Storm? So, I just go face and drop 2 pit lines over here, right? Yeah. Seems pretty good.
They'll never get the best of us. Time to die.
Yeah, it turns out I don't know how pit line works because I don't play pit line decks. Okay, so there's the Ice Storm they got. I have a massive deep close trade. If I draw any creature, I can drop it over there and drop pit lines. And I get a swing for 8.
We draw power from their blood.
Alright. I'm not excited that I'm just giving this away. This might get Vipered or Shackled. I have Ancano and 3 Lightning Bolts in my deck for reach. What do we know about our opponent's deck? It's probably Conscription.
Nothing will stop my rise.
Ice Storm, double Firebolt is a way they can clear. I'm a little rusty, just getting back in the swing of things, but this has been pretty effective. Pit line has felt a little clunky, but like certainly the 5 toughness is relevant. Okay, Cruel Fire Bloom. Right? Okay. Looking for what, more Cruel Fire Blooms? Well, now Viper is an option to get them out of lethal. And at drawing 1 card a turn, my pit lines are gonna. This guy is gonna be dead.
Buy the egg. A fine.
Buy the egg, bro.
This was a word
Alright. We're figuring it out. We'll be right back for another one. Alright, we are back for another one with Tribunal Beatdown. I'm really glad I get to play this deck because, like I said, I feel like I lose to this deck quite a bit because it's pretty good at punishing slower strategies, right? That run inadequate, inappropriate removal, like a lot of the things that I usually play. But this will be good. This is good times. Alright, we have free hit on Crusader. Do we have the ring? That seems super relevant in this matchup. We do. I don't think I keep any of this. Although Emperor's Blade is kind of tempting. Yeah, actually, I will keep Emperor's Blade.
Greetings.
Greetings. Okay, there's the pit line again.
Luck to your
75 card deck. I've seen that guy twice, and I haven't been thrilled about it. Okay, good. Alright, we have a Harpy. So, next turn I Harpy something. The following turn I Emperor's Blade, or... Wow. Unless that's going to the Shadow Lane, it's going to be the saddest Harpy of all time. So what if I Harpy over here? Oh, okay. That works. There are a lot of 2-drops in this list, so I mean, I guess it's not super unlikely that I drew one. And if I go 4-drop next turn, I can go 2 and 3 the turn after and get this pit line out of my hand. So I guess maybe pit line isn't like a super aggressive play in this deck so much as it's a tempo swing. I'm not sure. I need to not lose the field lane, which feels like it's going to be challenging at first, although with 2 4-drop guards.
The 8 protect
Okay.
us.
I hear and obey.
This works. If you don't have a 1-drop, okay, perfect. So...
Time to die. At the
Now,
ready.
I'm playing the Emperor's Blade because the 6 toughness is not necessary right now. Next turn I Harpy and pit line in the Shadow Lane with a pretty good grasp of the field lane. They kind of have to swing their guys in. Yeah, I definitely prefer Hive Defenderoo over here. And I Harpy whatever they drop over here. Or I play Phalanx Exemplar. Just playing giant creatures on curve it's like the same part of me that watches the Transformers movies, even though all 10 of them or whatever have been complete trash. Wow.
Into the breach. I hear and obey.
So I guess it's Phalanx Exemplar?
Time to die.
Or I Hive Defender here. Yeah, I actually like Hive Defendering there, saving my ring charge. Because this deck is likely running at least Stormcloak Vanguard. I don't want that to happen to my friendly dragon boy here.
You must pay to pass unhindered.
I am on the ladder.
Your orders. How can I serve?
Okay, so I Harpy this. I swing first.
Time to die.
Drop the pit line. I'm well outside the range of you know, worrying about Triumphant Jarl and stuff like that at this point. Oh, pit line Harpy felt really good here. I mean, my play would have been, if I'm not a pit line deck, would have been Phalanx Exemplar, which would have been... I would have stayed ahead on the board, but wouldn't have been great.
Into the breach. Into the breach.
Okay. I just go beat down, right? I could tell Voss, or I could just trade into this. And go face. No, Phalanx Exemplar seems better.
Will never give ground.
And while I don't want to hit a Prophecy, like, it's okay if I do. And I can play Wingkeep Spellsword.
Hard-blooded footfalls betray you.
Got my opponent down to 12. Alright, so this is working out. Game number 2. Just big critters. Even if they javelin, that's the plan. Alright, there's a Hive Defender. I still have 7 damage coming through in the other lane. And they have a pretty difficult decision about whether or not they swing into my phalanx. Well, no, actually, I mean, they kind of, well, yeah, they kind of have to swing into the phalanx. I'm super far ahead right now. I don't know. I don't play a lot of linear decks, so, like, at least I haven't in a long time. I'm a little rusty. I'm excited, though. I'm glad I get to check this deck off the list before Frostspark or Frost Pants or whatever comes out.
Acknowledge.
Okay.
They won't get past me.
Oh, this is mid-range Life Gain Crusader, my man. Okay, this is starting to make a little more sense. Okay, so I'm not out of this yet. Yeah, please swing. Okay. Double Daggerfall or Telvas? Telvas makes it harder.
Confound you!
I just got phase. There's mostly getting 3 life next turn.
Perhaps we can help one another.
Okay. So they're dead if they don't control the board. They can at most... Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm not excited to have my Telvas sitting over here, but you know, keeping the 7 damage over here, they're going to 8, right? Unless something goes like dramatically wrong. And normally at this point in the game, I'd love for them to be breaking a rune when I'm at 26 life, but so the Telvas is bad in that respect. But I like having the 5 power creature over here. Like, there's no, like, the only other option to keep this alive is to hit face, then swing in.
Preparations have been made.
Okay. Okay. Alright, they're gonna gain 8 life.
How can I serve your orders?
I mean, I didn't see that coming. I have to be totally honest with you there. Keeps me off lethal. Alright, face. Prophecy. Alright, let's think about this. They're out of Magicka. They swing, they gain 3. I lightning bolt their face. If I lightning bolt this, I swing into this, and I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I lightning bolt their face, if they give me another card though, I might gain lethal. So I'm gonna keep it. The only punish here is what I draw Incano.
Die, you metal prick!
Alright.
Confound you! For you!
5 and 8, they will meet their mate. 5 and 8, they will meet their makers.
Sorry it had to come to this.
Alright. Opponent's at 15. 2 Brumas in play. Way more cards than I have. You could double trade into my
Believers shall
Telvas.
flock to our
They
noble
play
cause.
Chanter of... Why is this card bright white? Okay. What is happening here? What for? What, Fell the Mighty? Pulls a 4-drop. It's going to be Hive Defender. It would show up in this lane, so I swing into it, get a tome, equip the tome here, swing into it again. Alright. So we have to play for the board. Fortunately, we're not like an aggro deck, so like we kind of can play for the board. It's not like we're great at it, but good times. This has turned out to be a much more interesting match than I expected. In prison? On what?
The 8
Okay.
protect us.
I am put to shame.
Wow, this is just like aggro thing? Okay, well, I'm glad I have this lightning bolt. Alright. Negation's good. Negation's
Gall
real
and
good.
pox. Gall and pox.
Motherless dog.
Careful there, friend.
Okay.
Dog.
Sweet. Well, I do love when I have to play for the board like this. It's not Singleton. Oh, this is good times, man. This is spicy. Opponent at 19 life too. Wow. Okay. This is okay. This is okay. Tome will be good here. I assume they trade into the one without ward.
Leave nothing.
Okay.
I'll fight to my last breath.
Wow. Crushing blow.
I hear and obey.
Okay. Well, there's Emperor's Blade. So let's equip here. No dagger.
Sheol take you.
Equip here.
Gall and
Arcano.
pox.
Your blood will
Okay,
spill.
so we might get hit with like an immolating blast, but we can get back on the board pretty well. Dawn's Wrath leaves 7 or 8 power on the board. Okay. Javelino. Aeolus made this deck is amazing. Okay.
Gall and pox.
Your blood will
Out
spill.
Well,
on it.
Make your peace.
this was an interesting
dog.
game, I have to say. I definitely enjoyed playing this game. Alright, 2-0. Not bad. We'll be right back for another one, guys. Okie dokie, we're back for a third and final game with Angelus Solaces. He calls this the Value Tribunal deck. Value Tribunal. We're sitting at 21 2-cost spells. Wow. I'm looking at the Legends Dex entry right now. 18 3-costs, 21 4-costs, 4-5, 4-6, and 4-7 pluses, and 3 Firebolts. So the curve is pretty responsible. Joe for Prez 2032. Alright. Is our opponent. We're going to keep Negation. Although maybe you shouldn't keep Negation because like I should be getting on the board against a mage.
Honor and praise.
I'm not sure.
Luck
What is
to
up,
your
Joe?
house.
2032. How old will I be in 2032? 4, 10, 14 years from now. I will be older than some presidents have been when they got elected. I think. Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Look, math's not my strong suit. I need into counseling because I'm a super analytical kind of guy.
I smell the stench of the living.
You know, and actually, it is an interesting like train of thought. Like I play Legends sort of as a, in a way that's reflective of my general like approach to life, which is sort of like a experiential, feelings kind of thing. Maybe I should lead with Windkeep Spellsword, but I figured that Barrowstalker traded over 2 turns with Wardcrafter just as well as this did. Alright, we got Prophecy Mage in the house. And they're going directly to the
Wrong
Shadow.
place for a midnight stroll.
The Daggerfall Mage will eat with Sorcerer's Negation if we see it. Do we just still go beat down against this deck? That's a tough one. I'm not actually sure. Right. So I'm sort of into just swinging and playing Ande.
Confound you!
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Because I can imagine a world where thanks to Sorcerer's Negation I get to trigger it next turn. This is an interesting one. We faced 3 very different decks in our 3 games with this, and I have to admit, it's played very smoothly. It's played very smoothly. I can trigger Pit Line next turn if I draw it. Okay. I mean, our opponent is an aggressive deck. That's 4 damage not going to my face. Like, that seems fine. I swing, of course.
Wrong place for
Not
a
on
midnight
board.
stroll.
I ain't worried about their prophecies. There goes Field, because it can contest things. If they take another turn off to Javelin, I think that's okay. I'd like for them to play a guard so I can get Cloudrest Illusionist value.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Alright, so I'll get my Cloudrest Illusionist value, I guess. I'm gonna Wardcrafter too. How do I lose this game? That's a question I need to ask myself. How do I lose this game? Some insane prophecy. I think I want to just flood the board. There's no way this deck runs Ice Storm. So what, I Wardcrafter this to protect it from imaginary Ice Storm. Yeah, actually, I'm not going face this
Watch
turn.
yourself now.
A little
I'm doing
distraction
this.
might prove useful.
I'm just gonna advance my board considerably, make this lane inhospitable, and okay, opponent takes a turn off to Javelin. I've still advanced the board. Now let's keep pushing, and we can play both of these, or our Oni Smart Crusader, which actually does something.
Power.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
And I'm definitely not breaking that last rune. Playing my Hive Defender. Again, advancing the board in spite of our opponent's removal. And Lurking Crocodile Mage. I'm shedding Lurking Crocodile tears right now for you. Oh. Looks like Joe might have to settle for a cabinet position.
Let's do this.
Hold the line.
It's not gonna... Nope. Alright, what are we afraid of getting lightning bolted? We'd rather this get lightning bolted than this, so we'll
Your
swing with
fear
this.
betrays you.
We get a prophecy. Because this can get fire bolted is basically my reasoning there. Javelin, the Hive Defender. Okay, now we swing
You
with
fight
this.
like a child.
We do hit another prophecy. I just need to pull my reach out of my deck now. I mean, out of my ass is actually what I need to do, but yeah. Okay, so they're not planning on...
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
What is it for? We negation. Protect our dude.
Blade is death to assassin.
Play that. I have lethal in both lanes. This didn't trigger. Maybe I should have saved negation, but I wanted to demonstrate my strong position, establish my dominance. Okay. Javelin. Oh, he feasting hunger. Okay.
Nice.
Sure. Well, they're not dead anymore. Until they are.
This is on your head.
I actually don't really care about removing these from their deck, which is kind of sad, but I will do it.
You fight like a child.
Wrong place for a midnight
For
stroll.
Harpy, and I will play Telvoss and Magister in the same lane as my 5-power creature. Alright, I'm at 39 against an aggro deck. I have a Face Ward, and 4, 6, 11 Arrest. Does Arrest Firebolt doesn't even keep you alive, though. Arrest Harpy doesn't keep you alive. Okay. That was fun. We've gone up, what, like 300 legend ranks so far? Yeah, let's get that little check mark. 885. Okay, so Angelo Solis. This is a deck builder. Watch out. You can find him on my Discord. He hangs out there. Where is my Discord? I guess I have to add a link to it to the description of videos. I forgot to do that. I will be streaming tomorrow night for a special spooky Halloween stream. We'll probably play some skeleton decks and shit. And yeah, we got the expansion coming real soon. So see y'all on the ladder. Love y'all.